Jared here. I'm back in the mountains after 3 weeks of no riding. And I got a topic. My topic is about modifying motorcycles or upgrading a motorcycle by having it modified. So, to modify or not to modify, that's the main topic. Well, if you're a rider and you have a motorcycle and you have outgrown your motorcycle and decided to go to something faster, a bit faster, like let's say like here, I have a Ninja 650, and for example I have outgrown this motorcycle, and I wanted something faster. Should I just modify it? Like put better sport shock, better suspension, front and rear, upgrading the ECU, like putting a power commander, and replace the bars with sports bars, the lower ones, like they also call those sports clip-on, and replacing your foot pegs into a rear set. By the way, a rear set is also a foot peg, but more position way back than the stock foot pegs and the standard foot pegs. So it will give you a more aggressive body position in riding. So which one do you think is more practical? Upgrading everything to your bike to make it more faster? Or just get the Supersport? Like selling this bike and just replace it with Supersport. Well, I'm thinking of when modifying it, I think the disadvantage there is you have to buy everything again, which would cost you almost as the price of getting a new one. What I mean by that is it costs you as much as getting a Supersport, like adding the current price of this bike, like a brand new one, and plus the additional price of the upgraded parts. I think the disadvantage there is the total cost would be the same as opposed to would be the same as getting a new sport bike. I mean a Supersport. Like, the shock, the front suspension, replacing that, it costs a lot. Also, replacing the rear shock, everything, like what I said, it would cost a lot. And plus, you will have to have your stock parts not being used at the same time. I mean, you just be wasted. Of course you can sell it, but you'll get less value for that if you just sell it. And that's the disadvantage of it. I mean, upgrading. The advantage of it, you could always switch back to the stock form or the standard form of your bike. I mean, you cannot travel, you cannot tour for a long time having sports bars and rear set on your bike. That will, of course, you could travel with stock sports suspension, but if you have upgraded your bike, you can always go back to touring mode. So I think that's one advantage. The disadvantage of it, maybe you will spend much money of getting a purebred Supersport, but you cannot replace the engine. The engine is its purpose, and it doesn't go as fast as the Supersport. So I think that's a disadvantage. You would spend the same amount of money by upgrading your bike, but you will have a weaker engine. That would be disadvantage that would be weak on the racetrack. Okay, so those are the advantages and disadvantages. On the other side, getting a Supersport, a pure Supersport, like, let's say, this is a Ninja 650 and this is a Sportstouring bike. And Supersport equivalent of this bike is Ninja ZX-R, and in Honda it's a CBR 600. Usually it's a GSX-R 600, something like that. The Triumph triple. No, 675R. That's the Supersport. That's their Supersport. It's called a Daytona. Anyway, the advantages of just getting a Supersport is everything is race ready. I mean, racetrack ready. Like, you have this aggressive body position when riding. Plus, the engine is built for racing, so you don't have to worry about getting power upgrade, EV. Of course, you can do that, but nonetheless, it's a race-ready track bike. So that's the advantage of it. The disadvantage, of course, is that you cannot transform your riding position anymore, because that's a pure race bike. But you could always buy a higher split bars, sports split bars. But you know what I mean. So what do you think, guys? I don't know, just for me, if I to choose, I would just get a pure bed. Just sell this. I wanted to get something more faster. I will not upgrade this bike. I would just sell it. I mean, if my budget is limited, I'll just sell my bike and get a brand new Supersport instead of upgrading, because I'd rather have the faster engine and ready adjustable sport shock, and plus you will have a lighter bike overall than a modified Sportstouring sports bike. Sportstouring bike. Because the frame of the Supersports is significantly lighter. And that's the end of the video.